What's going on, guys? Colt here. Now, my last and final Forex course that I will ever make is launching June 30th, less than 30 days. And if you want to be a part of that program, you have to get on the wait list. There is a link in the description. And I also need you guys to do one thing for me. I need you to like this video. And if you don't, we're going to have a problem. I'm joking, we don't have a problem. I would appreciate if you guys could like this video to show support, but I want to go over how to find a strategy in this video. I'm going to go through a step-by-step process on how you can do that and make it very easy for you. I know a lot of you are struggling with the strategy and you're going from this strategy to the next one, so let me just show you how to do it instead of you wasting your time, instead of buying the next course and the next course and nothing actually working. Let me give it to you for free so you guys don't have to do any of that. Let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is choose the currency of your choice. I obviously only trade US30. If you guys want, you can search up any currency pair that you want. And we're actually going to do this on a different currency pair. So let's go to NAS 100. I should have said index, but let's go to NAS 100. Let's see if we can get the Owanda one right here. Perfect. Got my indicators on it there and everything. So the first thing that we need to do is find the currency that we're going to choose to actually form our strategy around. And this really is up to you. You guys need to really think like, okay, am I going to only be able to trade on the weekends? Let me choose a crypto pair. Maybe I just want to trade in the mornings. Indices are great and they have a ton of movement in the mornings. Or maybe you just get off work late and you're like, you know what? I can't trade in the mornings. Let me focus on pairs that are more exotic pairs like GBP, JPY, Euro, CAT, non-USD pairs. And this is really going to play a big part within the first step. So you need to understand that's the first thing that you need to do is pick out a currency that works for you. Now, number two, you need to add in this indicator. It's perfect to figuring out your strategy. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to indicators and you are going to type in session, just like this. And you're going to choose this colored one right here. Very simple. That's the first thing that you need to do. Now, we're going to go to this indicator to the settings. Now we're going to click the settings tab right here. We're going to click this settings bar right here, and it's going to show us all the other sessions. So for the time being, we're going to mark up the London and the Asia session so we can see all the sessions. And once you're done, we're going to push OK. Okay. Now we can see that we have all the sessions right here. We have the New York, the London, and the Asia session all marked up. So this is really going to show us like, okay, when are the times or the sessions when we're having the biggest moves? So we can see right here, this is at 6 a.m. during the New York session. We have a nice move right here. This is later in the New York session as well. Okay, we have another big move right here. That's later in the New York session. Moves right here, we have them during the New York session as well. So overall, what I'm doing is I am figuring out when are the biggest moves happening. And we're always going to start with the 1 hour time frame. This is the best time frame to look at first. So we're going to look at the 1 hour time frame and we're going to see these explosive moves or reversal candles. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go to lower time frames and backtest those specific moves. Now, what I'm really looking for on the hour time frame is reversal candles before the move actually happens, because these moves are great, but I guarantee if we went down to a lower time frame, this would be a doji or there would be some type of reversal candle right here that we can't see on the hour time frame. So for the time being, what we're going to do is grab our vertical line and mark it up right here, and then we're going to go down to the minute 15. Okay, so we can see on the minute 15 we have our vertical line. There is really no reversal candle that's telling us that this was going to be a nice sell. It kind of just dropped on its own. So if I don't see a reversal candle on the minute 15, then I'm going to go to the minute 5. Okay, right here. Oh yeah, there it is. So right here we have a doji is our reversal candle, and that's where the reversal happened at 7 a.m. So this candle is from 6:55 to 7 a.m. and right after that, that's when the push down started to happen. So when you see these big explosive moves, that's what you need to do is go from the hour to the 15 to the 5 to really dumb it down and understand where these moves are happening and which time frames are going to tell you when these reversals are going to happen. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the hour time frame, and I want to kind of just look back in time for about a couple of weeks when these moves are actually happening, so I can get a general bias on like, okay, well, NAS 100 is moving during the New York session the most, and it's actually moving at these specific times, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So we have this move right here, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. That's when the equities market opened up. That's when the moves are happening. So from 6 to 7, nice moves. Then we had that reversal from about 7 to 8 and then 8 to 9. So from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. looks like a pretty good time to be getting into NAS on this day. And then we're going to do the same thing. When are these explosive moves happening? We can see right here, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So it's like same time, 6 to 9 a.m. There we got another day. Okay. Ooh, this is a nice move right here during the Asia session. So maybe we can mark that down. And that's where I really formulated my strategy on US 30 is I did this and I was like, all right, well, these times work for the Asia session. Then these times work for the New York session. Then these times work for the London session. And that's how I understood, okay, these are the times I'm going to trade in this session, and this session. And you guys can do the same thing. You just have to go back in time and look at these days. And it's going to get to a point where you're going to see these moves occurring day after day after day. And then you're going to be able to dumb it down even more and break it down even more to where you could be like, do you know what? On Wednesdays, it doesn't have that big of moves. But on Thursdays and Tuesdays are when the real moves are happening. And then you can even backtest it more and figure out your strategy in depth even more where you go to a big move that happens randomly out of nowhere and you're like, okay, well, let me go to Forex Factory on this date and see what news event was there at that specific time. And that's going to give you more feedback on your strategy so you know to avoid trading during certain news events or to trade during them. Now, the last thing that you need to do is test out this strategy for 3 to 6 months. And I know this is going to be boring, but trading shouldn't be a thing where you're just trying to get rich right away. We want to perfect it and make sure it works time and time after again. That's what Elon Musk had to do with his project SpaceX. They flew a lot of rockets into the atmosphere, and there was a lot of times where it didn't break the atmosphere. And they're like, all right, what's the problem? Why are these rockets exploding? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Then they finally got it right. So this is something that shouldn't be rushed. You should embrace the time where you get to challenge yourself to be patient and overall perfect this strategy. Because once your strategy is perfected, it's solid. It's game over. You're just going to be able to trade that strategy on a demo account. And that's what I mean. When I say test it for 3 to 6 months, trade your strategy on a demo account to test it. Maybe you already have a strategy that works in the meantime, then you can use it. Or you can copy somebody's signals or just be smart with your trading. But I'm telling you guys, this is what you need to do to figure out your strategy and how it works. And like I was saying, once you figure out this strategy, it's going to pay you out for years and years and years. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.